Mr. Mokgotsi, if we just quickly run through a chronology, your signal message to the minister that we've been looking at was sent on 26 January. The meeting with the colonel who was possibly going to trap Generals Khumalo and Mkhwanazi was on 29th January. In Parliament yesterday, the Chief of Staff mentioned that the Minister had scheduled a meeting with you for 3 February, which was a week after you sent the Morning Minister a letter about the Khumalo and General Mkhwanazi matters and the funding guy with the contract with SAPS. He says that the 3 February meeting apparently couldn't take place because people were called urgently to Luthuli House. What was the 3 February meeting going to be about?
It's going to be a political meeting.
Political meeting?
That's
and
correct.
What in particular?
We call different people from different regions.
Different regions of the Northwest or different regions of...
It was, I think, it was the Northwest, yes.
And why did they have to meet with the minister?
And if it's political, it means they would have raised their political issues with the member of the NEC, National Executive Committee member of the ANC. They will raise their political issues with him.
So it just so happened to be that the member of the NEC that they wanted to raise issues with was the minister?
That's correct.
And who were these people who were due to come?
It would be members of the ANC.
No, I understand that, but if they're coming to see the minister in the capacity as
Members of the ANC.
As members of the ANC, you can happily give their names.
The names of the people who are going to attend the meeting?
Who are going to come to that meeting. You see, I ask you this question because the Chief of Staff's version yesterday in Parliament was remarkably unparticularized. He couldn't point to any attendance register. He couldn't point to any people who were there. He couldn't point to any access at the gate. He could say nothing other than that he'd been asked to set up this meeting and that you were bringing people, but they couldn't come.
Yes.
So what I want to know is who were the people you were going to bring?
Commissioners, a meeting of that sort.
Mr. Mokgotsi, it's a very simple question. Who were the people? They have names. What were their names?
I don't get the point, Minister. That meeting never took place. It is because, let me explain this properly, Commissioners.
Mr. Mokgotsi, if you know the names, it does not require an explanation. Do you know the names or not? If you do, please give us the names.
The names were not yet prepared because we were relying on when they said people were called to Luthuli, it means whoever that we are planning to bring, being a leader, you cannot bring their followers without a leader. It is leaders like your regional leadership, regional chair and secretaries who were called to Luthuli House. Now, we could not convene any other meeting without the regional leadership. So at that stage, we did not have people we could not put up a list and say, here are the people who are going to come.
Sorry, I genuinely don't understand that answer because if the answer is that the regional leadership and chair would have been there along with other people, then
No, I'm not saying that.
You're not saying that?
Yes, there was a
what are you
meeting which we had with regional secretaries. I have names, but that one did not materialize. When you call that meeting, you say, please bring one rep from your region. And if that meeting does not take place, those reps, you won't be able to see them, and therefore you don't have the names.
You see, if I understood the version of the Chief of Staff correctly, it's not consistent with what you're telling me now, because the Chief of Staff said that it was already a few minutes past the scheduled start time for the meeting when he was called to say that people can't come because they've been called urgently to Luthuli House. So if that was the situation, you would have known who was due to be at the meeting, and the fact that they were subsequently called urgently to Luthuli House wouldn't prevent you from telling me who was supposed to be there but for the Luthuli House call.
You know, commissioners, there are so members, many members of the NC that I know, my friend. I would have just said, Tato, Tepo, Mama. It's to be honest, once a meeting is arranged and that meeting, for him to say it was the last minute cancellation, it is because the leaders who were not coming here, the leaders were called to the tool. So the same leaders could not give us their names, could not give us their representative who were coming. I'm saying to you that because there are even few members now who left the ANC. I could have called their name or called to F, but we did not have the list. I was also going to meet them here in Gauteng. So I don't have the names.
So this meeting was about ordinary ANC business in the Northwest?
Not business.
What was it?
Like concerned members. If you say one rep per region, it means Northwest has 4 regions. You'll bring 4 people. But those leaders you are talking to, you'll never know who are they bringing. So that meeting, therefore, never took
And
place.
what was the purpose of the meeting? What were you going to raise with the MEC, with the minister in his capacity as an NEC member?
I don't know what they're going to raise. It is them who have to come and give their political overview, their feeling in the province, and so forth.
But the Chief of Staff said it was your meeting, that you were bringing people, that the minister had scheduled a meeting with you and some people you were going to bring.
Yeah, you know, commissioners, I was watching the same thing that you are talking about. I could have had answers of those people. I'm saying only the leaders who were called to Luthuli, did not give me those that had to attend. So I cannot have the names, even if it was my meeting. And those people that were coming to attend for that meeting, it's a normal thing for maybe comrades from KZN or Free State to meet with the minister, is to raise their general concerns from where they come from, not me, where I come from, where they come from, to raise their issues and with a member of the National Executive Committee.
And have you been involved in any meetings of the NEC, or not NEC, meetings with the minister in his capacity as NEC member, other than that meeting that didn't happen?
Yeah, there was a meeting of regional secretaries